I wanted to film this on the weekend because I knew that the probabilities of when they would respond would go down. I knew they wouldn't be quick, in part because who it's specifically addressed to takes a few business days. But I'm going to read you my email, which was the plan, and then I'm going to tell the date today is Wednesday, February 5th. My time in BC is 11:10, so for them in Ontario it is 2:10 in the afternoon. So here's what I sent them, and I do predict I will get a response, and maybe it'll take a little bit longer the last few times, and it depends on a few factors such as them processing applications. I didn't send in an application, I didn't pay $150, and it's very clear that when a faculty or a university seems ill and seems to not grasp the point that I am looking to find a good fit and I don't want to repeat the patterns of my master's degree, and it's unfair to expect me, when you're sending all the red flags, to be a domesticate like you who can't self-correct, right? Just because I can manifest humanism doesn't mean that I believe it's possible for the species I share DNA with at this time of their various HSD-related pathologies. So I'm going to read you this. This, by the way, will be this video I'm filming now. It'll be the fourth video in the series. I've sent them the link, although it's unlisted. It'll become public a few days before Valentine's Day, so soon. Okay, so this was sent to them as the last one I sent, January 28. My time, it looks like it is 3:31, but I'm not sure if it's actually set this Outlook account to the time of here in BC. So it went to Waterloo Graduate Studies, and then and also grad admissions at Waterloo University, and who I CC'd was the latest third academic reference I have, but she wasn't a professor for me. She's just somebody that made the effort to read my work, and I think she might be the only one actually who did it. And her letter of reference, made me teary-eyed because it looked like she made an effort to know my work. So that's who it went to. Although I think, wait, is this the latest one? No, actually, the latest one is. Sorry, I got that wrong. Let me look at here. The latest one, the one I'm reading you here, the last one is Friday, the 31st of January, and it says 12:32 a.m., which might actually have been 10 for me at night. I'm not sure. I'll have to look up to see what time it says for the difference, but it doesn't really make a big difference. So I sent it to only the one that answered me last time, which is SPHS grad admissions, and by the way, that is the one that qualifies as grad admissions. Okay, not Waterloo Graduate Studies, but grad admissions. They're the ones that answered me, so I answered only them, and the rest are CC'd. Who's CC'd is Julie again, who's in Victoria, BC, and then some other people with. Myself, Dr. Humanix, and also myself, the Anti-Impunity Agent 1, but also D. Hammond, also K. Skinner, also info at, this is the National Research Council, Deanne Williams at Waterloo, and the other branch of graduate studies, Waterloo Graduate Studies, J. G. Milkey, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, communications at heterodoxacademy.org. Don't like that it's .org, but, and then another one, C. Ogao Menka, Waterloo University, Anna Neufeld, Waterloo University, and then another one for the National Research Council, the RA coordinator. Okay, so I could read you what comes before because you'll understand a little bit more my responses. So let's make this one a three-parter, and I'm going to name it 4ABC, okay? And so here's some of the last ones. The one I sent January 28th. Dear University of Waterloo Graduate School, I have not had a follow-up from my October 23rd. First time I mentioned this to them. online meeting with one of your PhD program representatives, which requested the name of the supervisor who had accepted an unorthodox candidate to supervise, but also, and by the way, this will be part one of this series that they have now an unlisted link to, but I'll make it public in a few days when I restart this series as 1 to, I don't know, 5 or 6. As the supervisors that I am trying to contact may be more responsible for my not meeting the February 1st deadline for the application of the PhD in Public Health Sciences than I would be, I would like both of your departments to please respond to the following questions for a Plan A and for a Plan B and a Plan C. So only one of them answered of those, graduate emails. Plan B, could I please be accepted in your PhD program without a supervisor and without being awarded the PhD degree by being a non-degree student? Plan C, if not, then could I please be given access to your broad curriculum for this degree in case the only outcome is that I create my own PhD program so as to find less barriers added on by the academic world, in brackets, to my very important research meant to slow down the devolution of our own species for the sake of your ancestors adapting to the Anthropocene, still being accelerated. Here is another attachment, not yet now. Now, that's how I'm writing now. Okay? That's not how I started writing to them. But as they show more and more evidence in our interactions of being the domesticated sheep that suffer from HSD, I'm writing it as a confident Homo sapien, right? Who's really reality adjusted properly, right? I'm not reality compromised like they are in their domestication. Here is another attachment not yet sent to you, to any of your colleagues, so as to try and trigger an appreciation of innovative thinking among your post-secondary community. Please feel free to forward it to anyone that you wish. You can consider it my sample of English writing and also the beginning of my attempts to create the onset of the proper schemas for any potential thesis supervisors. Thank you very kindly. And when I write thank you very kindly is they're gone. I know they're gone. It's too late. You're not going to get accountability from them. So I only got an answer from the SPHS grad admissions on January 30th, so about 2 days later, 2 business days later. And dear Martin Parizeau, at least they wrote my name this time, thank you for your interest in our PhD program in public health sciences regarding your proposed alternatives. Plan A, our PhD program requires applicants to secure a supervisor before admission, and we do not offer a non-degree PhD pathway. It says it requires it, but other places on the website it says it's helpful, it's not mandatory, but we really recommend it. But now they're saying, so in a way, them not responding to me is a way to say, oh, you can send us your $150 if you want. You can, ignore the red flags we're sending you, but we're not interested. Plan C, and by the way, there's up to Plan F. I'll tell you what Plan F is in the next video. Plan F means they failed, and I'll tell them what it is. We do not provide open access to the full PhD curriculum outside of the formal admissions process, which is not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for a broad, kind of generalized thing, just so I can get an idea and research those specific topics and add them to what I would have to now create as a PhD, because I'm an innovative thinker connected to the reality of the human condition. If you are still interested in applying, we strongly encourage you to seek out a supervisor in advance. Except they won't answer you because you won't, obviously, being a critical thinker who can advocate for yourself, you won't be one of their butlers and help them in their research, and then they'll give you a PhD if you're not too argumentative and you go to the same parties and drink the same things and eat the same food that they do. You can find a list of faculty members here. For information on the application process, please visit the Graduate Studies and Postdoctoral Affairs website. And the link is there. And additionally, you may find our recorded info session on approaching prospective supervisors helpful. And then, and by the way, this homework they're giving me, I did it again. And you'll see in the next videos that I actually teach them what's wrong with it and what is incomplete about it and what is the hypocrisy in them and the incongruence. Please note that we do not pre-assess applicants. and we cannot provide advice on individuals' eligibility outside of the formal application process. Best regards. And it's, it's signed School of Public Health Sciences, Faculty of Health, and there's no name or anything. Okay, so this will be my first video of part 4A.